There's 10 trillion of market cap, I think, that will unwind in the bond market.
Dan M., I'll pick on you to kick it off here because you guys just led this great Pantera letter at the beginning of the year, and you kind of made this analogy between what the Fed is doing and they're experiencing their Wile E Coyote moment, and financial gravity is about to lock in. So why don't you explain what you meant by that metaphor and just what are the most important threads to understand from a macro framework going into this next year?
Yeah, so I think it's the next mega trade is the bursting of the bond bubble, specifically in U.S. government bonds and mortgage bonds. And it's something we wrote about in our November and December investor letters. And it's happening. It's already started. It's amazing how it started happening right when we were starting to talk about it. And the way to think about it is the Fed has manipulated the long bond market to an extent that's never happened before and driven rates to really ludicrously low levels. They're basically daring people to not borrow money and buy a house. And a record number of people have taken them up on that because the Fed is essentially loaning money to Americans at 2.5% for 30 years. And if you believe that home prices are going to exceed 2.5%, it is rational to do that trade. Right now, home prices are rising at 19% per year. And so if you're borrowing at 2.5 and you're making 19, it's a great trade. And that's why so many people are doing it. So there's a record number of home sales. And the Fed has manipulated rates so low that the median time on the market for home sales, and this is across the entire United States, not some hot market, but this is every single home in the United States, is under 1 week. That's crazy. I mean, that is not a healthy market. And so all, Ponzi schemes are stopped by something from the outside. They're never the Ponzi scheme manipulator that stops it. And it's called Senator Manchin. And the 6.7% CPI print is what stopped this one. And I think the Fed is realizing that they're just so far out over their Wile E Coyote moment where they've been just walking across air for months when it's been super obvious to me that the manipulation in the bond market is counterproductive. It's terrible for most citizens in America and that they have to stop. But financial gravity doesn't lock on until something from the outside comes. It just happened. I think the Fed is going to be reversing course at a rapid rate. And I think rates are going to double in the United States. I mean, this is a huge trade. And we can talk about the scale of it. But there's 10 trillion of market cap, I think, that will unwind in the bond market.